Yes, Riley, I did not change it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the ChimiComicsCast. I'm your host, Tanner Kirby. Welcome to the show. As you know, each and every month we come together to talk about everything comic books, everything related to them, whether it be books, video games, TV, movies, DC Fandome,
and manga.
Manga, if you're talking to these two nerds.
Well, manga and novels. Yeah, Riley manga. You never read anything. And
movies and video games, man. I'm your guy.
Just light him up.
I'm shows, movies, and books. I always have the books.
Anyways, how do we start out every single ChimiComicsCast?
Well, first you introduce us.
I introduce you, yes I do.
And you say, to my left.
Tell him how to do it.
Go ahead, Wyatt. I'll let you have it. I'll let you
Welcome to the ChimiComicsCast. My name
I
is
offered
Wyatt
to let y'all
Smith,
host.
and to my immediate right is
He's already been introduced.
Tanner Kirby. Speak. So
Hi.
audio listeners.
Speak.
Hi, audio listeners. I'm the normal host.
And to my farther right,
Farther
Mr.
right.
ChimiComics himself, Riley Davis.
I'm just happy to be here.
There you go.
And who are you, sir?
I have already introduced myself, but I'll do it again. I am
What
never
is
wrong.
this?
Wyatt Smith.
My
It sounds
favorite part
worse
is
when
that
you say it.
he tried to do an impression of me while doing it, but also he called you far right Riley, and it made my day.
I didn't mean it that way. I
And
said I didn't call him far right Riley. I said to my
farthest to the right.
I said to my farther right because you're
my
to my
gosh.
immediate right, and you're to my farther right.
God, I love far right Riley. I mean, he's just doing it,
This Fox News 24/7.
just out there shooting Antifa and stuff.
All right. Let's drop that. All right.
Drink to that.
So,
How do we start out every ChimiComicsCast, Wyatt?
We start out with what have we been reading?
Correct. Who would like to start? I've only read one thing. If you want me to go ahead and do it, I can. Up
Do
to
you want
guys.
me and
Go
Tanner?
ahead.
Okay.
Read one thing. Three Jokers, #1.
oh man, I want to read that.
Ah, it was good. It
Is
was
it?
good. Yeah, I
Of
liked
course
it.
it is.
I liked it. It was good.
Yeah.
They don't really explain why there's three Jokers. They just kind of know. They just kind of know that there's three Jokers now.
Okay.
So I appreciate it. It's good. It's very good. I'm very intrigued.
It's
With the three
Jason
Jokers?
Fabok on art, right?
Yeah, the art's really good.
Yeah, it's really
But it's like each Joker's like introduced and it describes like how that Joker is kind of with like one line, like the comedian, the criminal, and the clown basically. And that's
Gotcha.
the three. And that's how it explains it all. And then one Joker's like the leader of the three Jokers. And I think they're trying to make more Jokers. Not really sure.
Jokerverse.
That seems to be the plot.
Enter the Jokerverse.
Enter the Joker. Let's start this one from the top. So I handicapped a girl, beat a Robin with a baseball bat.
the crowbar.
Hardly left me.
And I was very sad.
But I got a new girlfriend.
But I got a new girlfriend. I'm Joe Kerr. I have damaged on my forehead. I have a mob. No, but it's really good. I recommend reading it, and I think you guys would both enjoy it a lot.
Oh, I
So
know I
I'm
will.
ready. It's what, 3 issues, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited for issue 2. So I'm really digging it. I also watched Batman Under the Red Hood.
How was that?
This past weekend with Scott Treadway because I was like,
That was the one where you choose different.
Oh no!
No,
This is the
original.
old one. This is the original.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the original one was
like,
one
is
of my
that out?
no. That's one of my
That's
favorite
what I was
movies.
thinking. I was
though.
like-
Need to watch Superman Man of Tomorrow. Looks like a Flash.
Yeah.
Like a Flash animation though. But no, I love that movie, so I wanted to watch it again with Scott because I saw the Gotham Knights trailer from DC Fandom, and I was like, you know what? All right, I want some more Red Hood in my life. And one thing that's really great about the three Jokers
What you looking at?
is Red Hood's in it.
Heard something.
There ain't nothing there.
It was my
Paranoid.
feet rubbing together.
Oh.
But the Three Jokers comic is the Red Hood and Batgirl are both in it.
Mhm.
And so I was like, this is awesome. I love Red Hood. So I needed that in my life. So
You do like Red Hood.
I do, man. I'm excited for Gotham
Have
Knights.
you-
I need crossplay though, so I can play with y'all.
Have you ever read Under the
I also
Red
need a
Hood?
PS5. No, but I hear it's different.
Yeah. I think it is. It's been a long time since I've watched the movie.
Yeah.
It's built different.
Yeah, PS5's doing like a lottery system thing for pre-orders now, so like I just know I'm not gonna get it. I just know I'm just not gonna get one. It's just they're just gonna be like, we ran out. Sorry, Tanner.
Yeah.
The odds were not in your favor.
Oof. That's stupid.
I agree. I don't like lottery systems.
I thought they were just gonna be like, hey, you can't buy more than one.
They are.
'Cause that would make sense.
They are doing that.
Yo, yeah, but like
this is like for pre-orders that are like right when they reveal the price, I guess. Or like before they reveal everything or whatever.
If you want to pre-order through GameStop or something, will you get it the day of the release?
I assume so. It's just this is your way of reserving it. You'll get it. You're guaranteed one this way, basically.
Well, I don't got to worry about that.
I don't think it matters. I think Best Buy and stuff will still get them and stuff. But I still think that whole lottery system and stuff's just weird. But, I mean, I bought 2 Vitas, Sony. I deserve this.
He does.
Right? I deserve a PS5. Who wants to go next?
I guess I'll go next.
Go for it.
I read one thing. It was a novel. It was Halo, Silent Storm, a Master Chief story. This was marketed as a return to Master Chief in the Halo novels, which hasn't been a thing since Eric Nylund's last trilogy with Operation First Strike. They didn't really do any more with Master Chief. It was just locked into the games. And they still knew that Master Chief's story going further is left to the games with Halo 5 and Halo Infinite. So they went back in the timeline to during the Human Covenant War, and this happens immediately after they get their Mjolnir armor, which Riley remembers this part from the Fall of Reach novel. So when they go to the weapon system and Sam dies, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So this novel, so Admiral Cole gets a plan to face the Covenant invasion because the human fleet is just getting its butt kicked because technologically the Covenant is way more advanced, so they can't fight straight up, and they never really are able to until much later in the Halo universe. So they realize that the most effective option has been Spartans, and they're going to use Spartans, who have proven so good on the ground, to win in space by boarding. So they get an entire new task force called Task Force Yama, and it is entirely made up of stealth ships. So the flagship is a stealth cruiser, the rest are all prowlers, and basically they are impossible to be detected by Covenant detection systems, and they're going to be able to...
open it would be Yamahas.
No. So they can get close, and the Spartans can go EVA and infiltrate Covenant ships and deliver nuclear bombs in front of them. That's one I'm still reading right now. But anyway, there's problems in Task Force Yama, though. Some of the officers in Task Force Yama are insurrectionist spies. Let me talk, please. So,
he's never wrong.
Yeah. There's sabotage going on inside. One officer leaks the Spartan's real age. Like he says, oh yeah, just a friend of mine, he trained against these kids on Reach, so I mean, I'm figuring that's you guys, in a meeting. And that's when Dr. Halsey, who's there, just starts getting suspicious, like, the only way you could have actually known that, because we killed all those Marines who did that, pretty much.
Killed him. Wow.
So John, Master Chief, has to learn experience, because he messes up a couple times because he really hasn't much actual combat experience. He's the best trained there is in the UNSC, pretty much, but experience beats everything. So Admiral Cole gets the idea to put Sergeant Johnson, a beloved character from the games, with the Spartans, and he's kind of like an older brother figure and kind of teaching them the ropes. John doesn't really know how to go through the politics that exists among the military hierarchy, so he kind of teaches him how to do that. They get paired up with an ODST unit called the Black Daggers, and they're basically specialized in other EVA boarding operations, and they're really experienced, so that's what they have over the Spartans. And when the age of the Spartans get leaked, they're only like 15 years old at the time, the commanding officer of the Black Daggers immediately says, I'm not putting any of you in actual combat because you're way too young. So there's also that going on. Another point of view in this book is not a man. He's a Sangheili. He's an alien, and he's a blade master. And they're basically the Covenant's counterparts to the Spartans. They're called the Silent Shadow. They are really good fighters. He's pretty much a special forces and spy. He knows a lot of human culture and the language. He knows several human languages, and it's kind of his duty to go around and investigate human colonies, and he has a stealth ship of his own, so they clash several times. So John has to destroy a Covenant fleet while facing internal sabotage from the insurrection and the Covenant counterparts of the Spartans hunting him down the entire way. So it was pretty good. I'll probably give it probably an 8 out of 10. Wasn't the best Halo book I've ever read, but I mean, it was good. It was good. Nice return to Master Chief's story.
So, is Eric Nyland considered the best Halo
Yeah.
writer?
Much, yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
who's the guy who writes the Thrawn trilogy and stuff?
Timothy Zahn.
Yeah.
Yeah, is he like Timothy Zahn of the Halo
Pretty much.
Pretty much,
franchise?
yeah. This is Troy Denning, and he is still really good. I enjoyed his post-war books he did, which were way in the future in the Halo timeline compared to this. And I gotta say, I've started the sequel to this one, which is Halo Oblivion, and so far I'm liking this one a bit better than I liked Silent Storm. The start was a bit cooler. The Spartans have been deployed onto a colony world that's being glassed, like the Covenant. Well, not glassed. The Covenant actually want to take this world because it has mines and stuff in it that they can use to supply on resources. So the UNSC is they're sabotaging the mines, and they have to. The Spartans and a group of militia have to hold off a huge Covenant armor column before they get it.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at Riley's pile in the background. Holy
we hid it
fuck.
from you. We were going to do a big reveal for you. Yeah. Still think you're going to have time?
R.I.P. headphone users.
Yep. RIP headphone users. I mean,
Oh my
you mean audio
God,
listeners?
The table gave. The table gave way to all this crap.
So, do I win for shock factor?
Yes.
Okay, I'm done. Just go ahead. I'm not going to waste any more time.
All right, so this is my read pile for this month.
So Riley he's working, and
So-
It's bigger than my freaking head.
people don't come in all the time. So Riley,
Nah, man. it needs
so
a few more
Riley
inches.
gets a lot of time to read. Riley
Okay.
gets a lot of time to read at work. and
Yeah.
he uses it.
What the hell's a Dr. Stone?
You're gonna find out, man. I'm gonna tell you all
Most of this
stuff.
is manga.
So
Oh my God.
yeah, honestly, you can fly through some manga.
You really can.
Okay,
It's-
well,
it's really
give
cool.
me like cliff notes. Like we
No,
ain't going
I'm-
through all
I
this
am.
shit.
Trust me, I'm not gonna get into.
Yeah, we have a
in-depth
full
on all of
video
these.
on JoJo, and I'll probably want to talk about Naruto.
Yeah, I'll briefly mention JoJo.
because I love Naruto.
So, all right, I've got Dr. Stone. So this is a manga I started. It's fairly new. I think they've got like a dozen volumes so far. But basically, what happens is like everyone on Earth gets turned to stone by some freak thing. Like a big flash happens, everyone turns to stone. But this kid on the cover, his name is Senku. He wakes up 3,700 years later. So, like, there's been no humans. Everything has grown up. All the buildings, which are like concrete and steel, have all crumbled. And he wakes up, and everyone else is asleep. And he's trying to figure out a way to like save everyone. And there's another kid called Taiju, I think. And Taiju is like his friend from high school. And he's not very smart like Senku, but he is strong, so he uses Taiju to do all the heavy lifting.
He's the brain. Cinco's the brain.
The brain and the brawn, yeah.
And the other dude's the brawn.
And Taiju is in love with this girl, Yuzuria.
Pixelated.
What? What, dude's all smooth and shiny? Is that
No,
what?
he's pixelated.
All that, yeah. you would find that page.
I was like, the first page I pull up,
Um,
there's just a naked man.
But yeah, basically,
that's
he's just
Tanner.
trying to revive
It's manga.
humanity. And at the end of Volume 2, they find out that there's a group of people that have been alive for a few generations.
And they're
now.
living like cavemen.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I was right.
So yeah, it's really fun, and I'm gonna definitely continue and get some more volumes pretty soon. But yeah, it's fun. Good stuff. I also read Samurai 8. This is by the creator of Naruto, Kishimoto, Masashi Kishimoto.
Masashi Kishimoto.
Anyway, Samurai 8. I really liked this. It was really good. But I found out that it was canceled already, so I don't think I'm gonna continue reading it.
Yeah, get rid of it.
Yeah, but it's about like, so samurai are in this world. It's like kind of a sci-fi type story, but samurai are cyborgs. So this kid is like pretty much an invalid. He has to be hooked up to a machine to live. But one day he gets to become a samurai so he could leave the house. And since he's a cyborg, he doesn't need the machine anymore. And he's got this master who's a cat. It reminds me of the guy on Dragon Ball. Corin.
Yeah.
Corn.
Yeah.
Corn.
It's pretty much the same as that, but
Does he grow sensu beans?
Is that cool?
No. Good
Yeah,
art
that's-
though. The scenery's really cool. I'm gonna try to find that big scene. Yeah, there's the
Oh, that's really good art.
Yeah, it is.
pretty cool. It looks just like Kishimoto's art,
Yeah,
but
it
it's
really
by a
does.
different guy.
Probably Kishimoto's understudy.
But yeah, if you don't mind the fact that it's been canceled and the ending's kind of rushed, I recommend it. It's really good. But it just didn't sell well. So, and next up, I read Volume 7 of My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Basically, in this one, do you guys remember I told you about the whole trigger drug that
Yeah.
they're using on?
Basically, you injected it, and it
People.
superpowers their quirk and makes them
Yeah.
act out violently.
So the guy
Man, wearing
behind
a pair of
that,
pants on his face.
what?
That's Best Jeanist.
Best
His
Jeanist, yeah.
superhero theme is jeans.
His entire outfit is
Should not
jeans.
have asked.
Yeah, but
Is that Kurashima?
anyway,
Sorry.
that guy who's behind all that stuff is in this, and he attacks this giant tower that people are gathering in, and Captain Celebrity has to save all the people, and he's holding up the tower by himself. And Koichi helps him.
Captain Celebrity.
Yeah, Captain Celebrity. He's basically Booster Gold.
That's cool.
Yeah, but he actually has powers.
Yeah.
He's the American hero, so the celebration is like a going away party for him because he came to Japan for a little bit. and
While
now he's
All
going
Might
back
was in
home.
America.
I don't know. I think he just came to Japan
He
to
just
be
came
a
to
hero
Japan
for
to
a
be
while.
like, I'm going to be a Japanese
Yeah.
hero.
But, and I also, this will make Wyatt happy,
It
I
is.
started Naruto.
It's awesome.
So I read volumes 1 and 2 of Naruto. Pretty good so far. I'm impressed. I like Kakashi because he's pretty cool.
He is.
He's definitely the best character in here so far. And Naruto, you can like see that Naruto's gonna be good, but like he keeps acting like a spoiled child all
Yeah.
the time for no reason.
I mean, he never had parents. He grew up alone.
yeah.
So basically, he's
But,
never
like-
really been taught. And he's also alone
Yeah.
because the villagers feared him and they kept their kids away from him, so he never really had friends.
So basically, they sealed a demon in him when he was a baby.
Yes, a Biju, the Kyubi.
Like they had to pick somebody, and that's how they sealed the demon away. They had to sacrifice a child, but he grew up not knowing, but everyone else did.
Yeah.
So
everyone pretty
he's
much
always
avoided
wondered
him.
why no one liked him or wanted to hang out with him, but that's why.
Yeah, the only people who ever really treated him kindly was the Hokage, who's basically the leader of the ninja village, because they're ninjas, if you didn't know about Naruto.
Yeah.
They're ninjas who use magic. And a couple people who run a ramen stand.
I mean, I wish he had written Naruto to be like more humble than this, because he has every reason to be humble. Like, no one likes him, you know.
Well, the
Sounds
thing
like
is,
rightfully so too.
he's
yeah,
more,
but it would make more sense.
it's more. He was just seeking attention. He pulled pranks on people.
I get that,
Like,
but
and
like
his wardrobe is orange because
he's still like, nah, nah,
yeah, he
you
is
suck.
pretty much, yeah.
I don't get it, but
I honestly, my
Um,
favorite manga series.
and so far Sasuke is not used at all. He's basically just watching all this fighting happen, and he pitches in a little bit on that Zabuza guy.
Yeah,
whatever.
him and Naruto come together to
A bit.
Not-
but Naruto did most of the heavy lifting in that fight, and I was like, why?
nah.
Yeah.
They both
No,
did it evenly.
no,
When,
Naruto did most of
no,
that.
he didn't.
Yeah.
They
Did you
both
watch
did
the
it.
anime or did you read that?
I've done both.
Oh,
Yeah, he did most of that.
No, he didn't.
I
He
just read
did.
it. Anyway,
It was even.
I also
Sasuke
read
does more.
All
in
You Need Is Kill.
later.
So, have you ever seen the movie Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise? Like, you ever heard of that
What's that?
movie?
Live, die,
Live,
repeat.
Die, Repeat.
Yeah, that
Okay,
movie.
it has two different names.
It
That's why I
does.
didn't know.
I know, but
That's the manga it was based off.
yeah. So
Manga.
that movie is based off of this.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was not expecting this to be this good. It
Well, the movie
almost-
was good.
The movie was good, but
Riley told
this
me
almost made me cry.
Yeah, he was almost driven to tears.
But I was at work, so I couldn't.
You should have.
You should have.
I'm having a bad day.
Yeah. So it's about this kid named Kaiji, I think. He's in the military, but he's not been in there long, so he's a pretty new recruit. But they're about to go to war against these creatures
Whoa.
called mimics.
Watch out now.
The Tanner's trying to find
Whoa.
it.
There it is.
But
There it
mimics
is.
are like these giant creatures that
Still on a mound.
they look like a kraken, kind of. And their mouth does, anyway. But all of humanity is against these mimics, right? So they're going out to war, and they have to wear these suits, and they call them jackets. And the suit is like just I don't know what you call it.
A power armor,
Yeah,
exoskeleton.
yeah, like a augmenting
It's power armor.
armor. But he goes and fights, and he dies. Like at the very beginning, he dies. And then he wakes up in his bunk, and he's like, "Oh, yeah." He's like, "Oh, well, I just had a bad dream." Well, then he goes through his day, and the day's the same. Everything happens again, and then he goes out to battle and dies again. And so he's stuck in this time loop.
Groundhog's Day, but with death.
Just like
Yeah.
the movie.
But he eventually meets this girl.
Full Metal Bitch.
Yeah, Rita. So Rita is American. He's Japanese. But she teams up with them to fight these mimics. But she is like a badass. She has this giant axe that she swings around, and she's just a tiny woman. Like, she's 22, I think. And she's swinging around this giant axe that's bigger than her and killing all these mimics. But eventually, and as the story progresses, Kaiji finds out that he's stuck in a time loop, and that somehow she is connected to it. So they kind of meet up and learn about each other, and he's like, "Hey, I'm in a time loop." And she's like, "Oh,
Me too.
I get that," because she's been in one before too that she broke out of. But apparently there's like this special mimic that
Yeah, when you kill
catches you in a time loop, and you have to destroy that one and the others in a certain order, or it'll send you back.
it's just like the movie.
Yeah, but you have to destroy that, and there's another one that teams up with that, and then there's other satellite mimics. But they find out that one of them, I mean, they're both like become satellites themselves, because they've been exposed to those microwave rays that it's using for so long. So one of them has to kill the other to break the time loop. So I don't want to tell you
End
like,
it there.
exactly what happens, but
Yeah, you kind of just spoiled
I mean,
a
kind
bit.
of.
Yeah, you did. I was going to read it. Well,
I didn't tell you what happened. Anyway, Wyatt and I both read JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2, Battle Tendency. We have a review on that, so go check that out, but it's very good. I enjoyed it a lot. I think Wyatt did too.
Bracamonica!
All right, thank you for that.
Not a part of this. So I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
If you like dumb, stupid fighting stories,
But it's actually really smart fighting.
no, it is. But you know what I mean. Like they're all meatheads, and it's a fighting manga. But if you like Dragon Ball Z or what else?
It's fighting, but it's also comedy because
It is
the
a
manga
lot of
is
comedy.
hilarious. Like it's
Ultimate Muscle. I would compare it.
Oh, I love
to
Ultimate
that.
Muscle.
Then you should read freaking JoJo.
I'm
like
not
we
reading
kept telling
JoJo.
you. Yes,
I'm not.
freaking watch it then. Just
Yeah, I got to do the
Yeah.
JoJo pose TikTok challenge.
we'll do it.
Here you go. Yeah, I definitely recommend JoJo to anyone.
Pose.
It's hilarious. I also read volumes 1 through 9 of Pokemon, and they're in these 3-in-1 editions. So, the first 7 volumes are about red, blue, green, and yellow, and they all take place in the Kanto region. So it's influenced heavily by the video game, not the anime, because this came first. But you follow Red, the main character, and the rival Blue, and then Green is a girl, and she steals the Squirtle at the very beginning, and then they team up later, and they eventually end up fighting the Elite Four, which the Elite Four is freaking evil in this book. They're trying to eradicate all of humanity and make it a paradise for Pokemon with no humans at all.
Well, humans do enslave them to force them into gladiatorial combat.
I mean, I get that. But, like, people and Pokemon do live in harmony for the most part.
Yeah.
And then the last 2 volumes in this book are Gold and Silver. So we get to go to the Johto region and see those Pokemon. That's really cool. And I forgot to mention Yellow.
Quick question.
You
You can't even see it.
Hold on.
But,
Is the other one here? Yeah, Yellow's on this one.
But
All right.
do Pokemon live forever?
Pokemon live forever.
I mean, there's ghost Pokemon,
Yeah, they die. They definitely die.
so they die.
Yeah.
Do they die of old age though, or do they just die of like battle stuff?
Well, I mean, they definitely do die of battle stuff, but I don't.
I've never seen like an elderly Pokemon.
Well,
is what
you-
I'm
you
saying. I
wouldn't
want to see an
have.
old man Pikachu, and be like Logan,
Yeah.
like the movie Logan, but
What?
old man
Just freaking-
Pikachu, like a bearded Pikachu,
Pika.
Can you imagine
got
like,
wrinkles,
an elderly Kadabra is
sagging.
like Professor X? It's a danger to everyone else.
It's like sagging red things.
oh my gosh. But Yellow's cool too because Yellow, she can heal Pokemon with her bare hands, and she can also
She's got
read,
Force Heal.
read their minds and stuff like that. So she
Force
always
Heal.
she's like got a deep connection to Pokemon. So that's cool. And those first 2 volumes
Force is
of Gold and
female.
Silver were good too.
Shut the fuck up. Jeez, Riley, be careful with these.
Good old Catherine.
Now I also read
So glad she's
one of
getting
my
fired.
personal favorite series, Astro City, and this is the Dark
Alex
Age.
Ross art?
It is Alex Ross art.
He always just do the covers, or
Yeah, just the
Gotcha.
covers. He never
Gotcha.
does the interiors, but basically this is about 2 brothers. They are African American, and they witness. Who was it? The gosh, I'm blanking on his name. But anyway, it's a hero. One day, this evil group is basically like Hydra of this universe. They burst into their apartment complex and burn the whole thing down and just crash through, and they kill both of these kids' parents. And that hero just goes through and doesn't do anything about it. He doesn't even like check to see if they're okay or do anything. He just goes after them. So that scars them, and they hate this guy.
It's like the boys.
I wouldn't say it's like the boys, quite.
Okay.
Because they don't like turn out bad or anything, but and that hero is not actually a bad guy. That was just a mistake he made. But that hero is kind of like Booster Gold because he keeps coming back from the future to the past, and he keeps jumping through different points. And throughout the story, as the story progresses through time, like he's in different points, but it's like he's younger and he doesn't know what's going to happen next. So he's going in reverse to their timeline. But he's always like, yeah, and make sure you tell me what time it is so I'll know what to tell you in the past or to meet me and stuff like that. But the two brothers grow up, and one's a cop and one's like a thug, really. Like he's a hired hand for different
Criminal bosses.
Yeah. And he eventually moves up, and he's like a partner to one of them, and he didn't really want to be, but it just kind of happened. But both of them end up in that evil Hydra group, and they are trying to find the guy that was leading the group that destroyed their house and killed their parents. And
So, revenge plot.
yeah, pretty much. But I enjoyed it. It was like, I don't know, 16 issues, I think, was in these. Yeah, 16 issues. This took a while to read, though.
I'm going to put that over there because we're kind of filling up over here.
Jeez. I also read Freedom Fighters.
I'm just saying, man. JoJo's in the shot.
So this is about...
Sit back, relax a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. If you're familiar with the different DC multiverses, this is from Earth X, where...
I remember.
Yeah.
I read all the Crisis.
Where Hitler wins, right? And he wins with the help of, like, a Nazi Superman, basically. So Uncle Sam is, like, he's not really a real person. Uncle Sam is, like, literally the American spirit personified.
Yeah.
So
Love to see that today.
wow. Yeah, he wouldn't be here, but
No,
anyway,
he would not.
So when the Nazis won, he went away, right? And he's been gone for forever. So you see all that stuff happen in the 1940s and stuff, and then it skips to today.
Ooh.
And he's been gone for so long, and then eventually they're able to, get people excited and like, hey, America's coming back, and then he comes back. So that was cool. So it's not the freedom fighters that Wyatt. It's actually these kids that are taking up the mantle for those freedom fighters. But Uncle Sam's the same.
Okay.
Robert Venditti has a great story here. Very good. And it reads super quick. It's got art by Eddie Barrows. He's one of my favorites. Very good artist. So I definitely recommend that book.
So that Hawkman series he wrote, wasn't that supposedly like really good?
Mm-hmm.
what
I've
I
been
heard.
wanting to read that too.
I did hear that.
I said over and over, no.
And I plowed through 4 volumes of Fantastic Four by Dan Slott. I'm not really going to talk about these much, but basically the Storm family.
I don't like the
Storm
Marvel
family.
books and how they're set up like that.
What?
Like this just little single paper.
Oh.
This wouldn't have anywhere to store stuff like that. I like the DC stuff where it's big and thick.
The DC does this too, though.
I know, but I don't like it.
You can get it in bigger volumes later.
Yeah, I would like bigger volumes.
I just like that because it's cheaper than buying singles. So
Yeah,
that's
true.
really what it is for me. Is just some reading books.
Yeah.
But the
All these
Richards
greens.
family is what I meant to say. The Richards family have been gone for years,
They canceled them because they didn't want Fox getting money.
pretty much. So this whole time, Reed and Sue and their kids, they've been gone, and they've been like, so their son, I don't know if you know anything about it, but their son
He's the strongest person in the universe.
yeah, ever. Yeah, he can create universes. So he does, and then they go and they like explore these universes. They're like, "Hey, what do you want to create today?" And he creates one. It's crazy.
That's insane.
But they come back, and it's basically just throwing them back in the Marvel universe finally. But they own them again. But it was fun. I'll probably continue reading it, but I don't really have a lot to say about it. Oh, and the Thing got married.
Makes sense. The blind woman?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. This was really good. Something is Killing the Children by James Tynion IV. It's only the first 5 issues, so I burned through this in about a half hour. But really good. I'm ready to read more of it. This kid, he's hanging out with his friends, and you could tell it's based on James. He looks just like him, but he's writing a story about himself.
That's fun.
They're hanging out, and then they hear this loud noise in the ditch behind his house, and you find out later that it's a monster. It's eating kids. So
As a monster does.
As you do.
Something is killing your children, but apparently there's this girl.
It's McDonald's.
And she. So adults can't see it because they don't believe it's like Santa Claus.
Sure.
But
It's like Santa Claus.
The
Coming for you, Wyatt.
this girl, she is old enough not to see them, but she chooses to believe in them because they're real. So she comes to the town, and she's basically like a monster hunter that goes around different towns wherever there's been a bunch of killings.
She wears a fiend mask from WWE.
But she is the one that's gonna take this thing down and save the day, and that's her plan anyway. But yeah, it's a really fun book. The art's kind of jarring at places, like her eyes are really big. For some reason.
It looks. Yeah, her eyes look really big, but I
just
couldn't
her.
tell if it was just her makeup or something.
Yeah, I don't know why, but they draw her eyes bigger. But she is also part of a what?
Naked man.
Oh, Naked Man.
Naked
yes.
man on couch.
She's part of a monster killing
Agency?
society.
Oh, society.
Yeah, society.
We live in a society.
So they're probably going to expand on that in the next book. But yeah, that's really good. And I read a couple volumes of Nick Spencer's Amazing Spider-Man. So this one was the Maximum Carnage tie-in. So Absolute Carnage tie-in. And this one was the 2099 book. And I don't know why they call this 2099 because he was barely even in it, and it didn't really matter. So I was disappointed. But
I was disappointed.
The first time I've heard Riley say I don't like something.
the Absolute Carnage stuff was fun. Like, I've already read Absolute Carnage, so it was basically just some kind of flashbacks.
Oh wait, there was
to
one
that.
scene in this. I think I have it saved on my phone. I'm not sure.
Oh, you read this?
No, it's just one scene that I took off of Reddit because I liked it.
I took a scene and I liked it.
Saved it to my photos. Oh, this one. Yeah. Reminded me of me.
What, just him sitting on the bed?
Hand.
Maybe some.
Oh,
I'm good.
Rip.
Reminded
Oh,
me
man.
of me.
Rip.
Hand.
F. Rip. Oof.
Anyway,
F.
that's what I read.
Were they
That's
good?
everything I read.
You read so much.
I know.
I'm excited for next month though. I want to see the piles getting bigger.
It's never going to get bigger than that.
You can't even see us when we pull one book out.
I started a
Welcome.
novel. I started a novel today, so that'll be.
What'd you start?
It's called Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. It's
The old
basically
Gaiman.
like a modern dark fantasy.
One of the best
London
Doctor
story.
Who writers. Doctor Who. So anyways, DC Fandom was this past week. They announced a lot of stuff, showed a lot of trailers, and I figured I'd go through some of my favorite stuff, some of the stuff that we are excited for. and kind of like give our thoughts and stuff.
I'm
like
really
that.
glad you discussed this with us so you could get our thoughts on what we're excited for.
Oh, I know what you're excited for. Don't worry. Oh, wrong one.
Wrong one.
Ha ha. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's just get some ads. Ads.
Skip.
None of the
What are you
above.
doing?
Okay. I gotta see what we're looking at here.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Is it gonna freeze? Yeah, it's
I
gonna
hope-
freeze. Does it freeze unless I have it up? Yeah, it does. Oh well, we'll be in the corner. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
Now watch me look back at it, and it's not gonna be there. Oh well.
I love this trailer.
I do too, man. I love it so much.
The music makes it.
I love how practical his suit is too, like the boots and everything. So that's Riddler at the first part, like with the tape mask in the head, the glasses. I like Jim Gordon too. God, he just looks so badass.
The cow could be better. but
Is that
that's
Harvey?
not on the ground.
That could be Harvey.
Bullock.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Fans are like obsessed with like, oh, he's the Twilight guy, F him. But
It's
like,
the same logic.
pretty
you-
good.
Riley literally has the same logic with Fallen Order,
No,
Jedi
shut up.
Fallen Order,
But-
with the protagonist
but
being the
he-
Joker from Gotham.
okay,
He's just, I can't play.
anyway, but
I'm just throwing it.
See,
back
there's
at you.
Riddler right
but
there.
I've seen him in Harry Potter, and he played that part beautifully.
Yeah,
This is brutal.
Yeah, fuck it. This is the traumatic brain injury.
that
punches.
guy's just dead. He's dead.
I
Look
mean-
look at that kid. Look.
Yeah, that could be a kill. Does this Batman kill?
Nah. Sure, he just beat the living shit out of him.
And it was definitely a traumatic brain injury.
He gets you as close to death
If
as
he dies,
possible.
he dies.
Right?
Well, he did say, "I am vengeance." He didn't say, "Vengeance is not justice."
He didn't say, I murdered you and walk away. I like that he has the eye makeup,
Exactly.
too.
Yeah, that's a good detail.
So I like the question marks with the 2021 too.
Honestly, the
I'm
one
hyped for
should
that.
be the one
I
should
am
have the one
actually,
should have
like-
been a question mark because they really don't know if they'll
Actually,
be
like,
able to
really
release.
hyped for that movie. Let's go back. What?
That freaking Snyder Cut trailer.
Oh, did you not like it?
Oh my gosh.
Do you want to watch it?
Okay, that picture
think I've
of
seen it. Watch it.
Darkseid explains everything.
Is it shitty?
Yes.
And
I'm
nothing-
kinda concerned,
There's
man.
not really any new.
No, it's all the same.
Yeah.
Look at how terrible he looks.
He doesn't look.
He
I mean,
does.
it's not even actually Darkseid.
This is like
it's
a 360 game.
It's pre-Darkseid.
Oh, come on. This Halo Infinite.
He looks terrible.
Okay. I don't like Hallelujah. Is he obsessed with that song? Because it was in Watchmen too. Batman just watching Superman fly for no reason.
He just walks off. He just, yo, what up? Take my shirt off.
I don't blame him. I would too. If I look like that.
I mean, true.
All right, so we're gonna get some background with Victor, whatever his name
We
is.
get the black suit. That's literally the only different thing.
Is he in daycare? Looks like he's in daycare. There's Iris. That girl right there. That's Iris.
Okay.
He's also barefooted.
He is.
How has he not been canceled?
Selective. It's very selective.
Did he literally bare hand beat a woman on camera?
He didn't beat her, but he threw her down.
Okay, my bad.
She got canceled.
Yeah, thank God. That was
You poop on a couple people's beds, Wyatt, you know what happens. Amber turd.
Amber Turd. The Cube.
So his daddy dies? I feel like he's gonna be ostracized too. Just all the crap he's been talking about Joss Whedon. Like, he's gone. Sorry.
And Jeff Johns.
Right? Yeah. I liked him just blocking.
Yeah,
the bullets.
Batman can just block things with his gauntlets now.
Dope.
Wonder Woman loaned him the gauntlets.
You think they'll fix his weird mouth? You think they'll just let him have the mustache?
Can they?
I've seen
Just
people.
let him have the mustache.
I mean, I've seen
No.
people deep fake it, and it looks better than that weird mouth.
Deep fake, you mean?
Uh huh.
This was what was supposed to save the world. This is 2020's last hope.
How does this song match Justice League? You know?
I think it's Hallelujah because people want to see the Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. Have you
Ri-
seen
Riley
his
just really
response to
hates Zack
fans,
Snyder.
though? I don't hate Zack Snyder.
He just doesn't like Zack Snyder. I'm just kidding.
Have you seen his response to fans, though? He's a complete child.
Why? Is he just not like him?
No, he's just a child.
Which
Like,
one?
Someone
The behind the scenes of it.
someone criticized
Unless
him.
you think we should do the character reveal. Or
I like the
cast
roll
reveal.
call one.
Okay.
I like the song in the roll call one. This one. I just like the song in the background. I run to this song.
I
now.
like that she's returning as Amanda Waller. She
Right.
was
My favorite thing about this cast is I have no idea who's gonna die.
good. Yeah.
They could all die for all I know.
Yeah.
I heard there was rumors that there's like 2 separate teams and one goes in at first and just dies.
John Cena's costume is ridiculous.
It
As
is.
Peacemaker,
Yeah.
Harley Quinn looks awesome.
Yeah, I love Harley's costume. And Polka Dot Man. Whoever thought we would get Polka Dot Man in a full
I feel
DC
like
movie?
that's what's funny is like I feel like these like shitty characters that people just laugh at are gonna be like
Yeah.
the best part of the movie.
Probably.
Like King Shark and
Idris
Polka Dot
Elba,
Man.
love
I
Idris
feel like they're
Elba.
both gonna live. I think he's dead. I think Idris Elba's dead. I think
King
he's gonna be
Shark.
like a shot kill.
That looks terrible. I'm sorry.
It does. I don't understand Mongol.
That looks bad.
Peter Capaldi eats in there. He probably gets fried.
A lot of these people, I just wonder. I'm like, how did you get the Suicide
Yeah, how did
Squad?
you guys end up in the Suicide Squad?
Like a couple people, they look like they're like badass and stuff, but like a couple of like that girl, I like this guy. Like, I
Nathan
like,
Fillion,
well,
I
he's
love
the
Nathan
dispatchable
Fillion.
kid,
Yeah.
or on fall off boy.
And then this freaky weasel.
Look at him! He's so ugly. I love him. I'm glad Jai Courtney's back.
Boomerang.
I liked him in the first one.
And now John Cena.
Why is Will Smith not in this at all?
He's
scheduling conflict.
marital issues.
Well, scheduling conflict, but yeah, I like that. I think that movie's gonna be good.
Now staying on the DC theme for the Suicide Squad.
I don't want to hear you talk, British lady.
Okay.
What y'all wanna watch now? Did y'all watch the teaser for Black Adam?
I did.
It's just concept art.
Yeah.
Concept art.
No
I like the
thanks.
voiceover though. I mean, Rock did pretty good. The Wonder Woman trailer was stuff we've mainly seen before.
It does show the cheetah at the end, though.
I honestly don't want more. Like, I just want to see the movie.
Yeah, 'cause,
Right?
I mean, it's been ready.
Right? We'll
I guess
do
we'll watch
this
Gotham
one,
Knights.
and then we'll do Suicide Squad, and then
Gotham
we'll be
Knights
done.
looks sick. Nah, we could skip Suicide Squad.
We really
Oh,
could.
That was
come
a dumb
on.
trailer.
It was okay.
it
Samoa
was
Joe
fine.
was King Shark, man.
Yeah, it was still.
What is
dumb.
this sudden outburst of King Shark? Why do people
Harley
like
Quinn
him?
Show.
I guess, but like he was even in the Suicide Squad movie before that.
Because people hated how stupid Killer Croc looked, so they're
So
just
they're like,
dropping it.
We're
Yeah.
just gonna get a big shark.
Yeah.
So, obviously, we already seen this trailer, but at the start of the trailer, it's revealed Batman's dead.
Yes.
Do y'all think he's actually dead?
No.
I don't either. Do you think he's gonna be playable? I think
I
at
don't
the
know
end of the
about
game,
that.
I think at the end of the game you can play as him, and then you can go back and like replay the missions as him and stuff if you want to, like New Game Plus.
He may be DLC. I'm saying he's gonna be DLC.
I don't think he's DLC, but I do think there's gonna be like a New Game Plus with him at the end. Like you can play as him in like the final mission, maybe facing like Joker or 3 Jokers.
Freaking 3 Jokers.
That would be great, man. Look at that chin. It's impressive.
Who's the voice for him?
I assume that's Jason.
Yeah, that's Jason.
Yeah,
Who's
it's-
voicing Batman? Do you know?
Guy from Arkham Origins, I assume.
There's Barbara.
It's definitely not Kevin Conroy.
No,
though.
I know.
Tanner
That's
hates,
why I was
as we all
asking.
know, Tanner hates Barbara Gordon.
You know what? Why? I might play as her just for you.
I don't know. I don't think she's in a wheelchair right there.
Yeah.
So
She's the hottest one, man. She was at the top of my list.
Why are you lying?
oh look, it's Damien.
Yeah,
right, Tanner.
Tanner.
I
Hey,
swear
Damien,
to God, in the trailer, in one of those trailers, it looked just like Damien. Swear, and other people thought the same thing online. And before they did the character bios, and they were, ooh, it's Tim. Everybody was like, oh, I thought it was Damien.
Dude, staff. Damien doesn't use staff.
Damien uses sword.
Either way,
Costumes look cool.
I don't know. I don't really like Red Hood
I
that
don't like
much.
Tim's. Now that's what Red Hood actually looks like, but Tim's doesn't look good. Yeah, Red Hood wears that brown vest now.
The open world stuff is cool. I hate that it's only 2-player co-op though.
Really?
Yeah. Only 2-player.
Why, it's like perfect.
Yeah.
Right? Drop in,
I
drop
have an
out.
Xbox, you have an Xbox.
Yeah, Riley. We got
I mean,
this.
it's drop in, drop out too. So like, if you're going to a mission, then Wyatt might also be going to the mission, and then you help each other.
So apparently they're not going for realism at all in this
No.
game.
Does not look like it.
Yeah,
I really
look,
want.
at, look at him twirling with his guns.
That's
Like,
gonna
how
be
does
me,
that
man.
help at
That's gonna
all?
be me. Just y'all be stealthying, and I'll just be shooting. Just be fucking unloading,
Well.
popping caps and asses.
Yeah, I love how Batman said, most of it is outdated. Robin can teleport, turn invisible.
Makes sense.
My gosh.
It looks fun though.
I'm just hoping the worries about RPG elements aren't bad, because the enemies have levels over their head.
Yeah, I hate to, like, I remember the Batman subreddit that's on Reddit. They were mad.
Really, the subreddit's on Reddit?
The Batman Arkham subreddit. They were mad. Like, so mad at this game.
It seems like everyone...
Because they wanted a Batman game.
It seems like everyone on Reddit, no matter what's released,
Is mad.
Is mad.
I honestly did think that we were going to get a sick Batman game.
I thought this was going to be a Batman
'Cause
game.
it's,
I thought it was going to be a co-op Batman game. I
I'm-
didn't think it was going to be like Batman and Robin or
So who's making this one?
Warner Brothers Montreal.
Okay. So did we
So
get
here's the Court of
anything
Owls
from
confirmed.
Rocksteady?
Suicide Squad.
That's what they're making. So that surprised me.
I swear.
That does not look like a Rocksteady game.
I swear to the Lord that, like, so that's just the
Court of Owls.
So
Confirmed.
we know what they look like. But this game right here, so the Suicide Squad game, I swear.
It looks like Fortnite. Like, it doesn't look good.
Well, it's not even that it doesn't look good. It's that. Okay, it doesn't look good, but also it's. So Brainiac's obviously going to be the villain.
How does that relate to Suicide Squad?
I don't know, man. I mean,
They had
Brainiac
to-
has taken control of the Justice League.
They
That's all
had
we
to
know.
get the reason for the
Alright.
Suicide Squad taking on the Justice League. Without the Justice League,
I was hoping they'd go for Starro. Like Starro
I mean,
took
they're
control
doing
of
that
the
in the
Justice
movie.
League.
I would have rather Amanda Waller just real.
Have you seen
just
that leaked picture?
Mm-mm.
If you zoom in, you can see a guy with the star on his face.
Of what?
Of the shoot.
The Snyder
someone
Cut or
no,
what?
someone took a picture of the Suicide Squad shooting.
Oh, the movie.
Yeah. Like
I'm
they're-
okay with that.
They're shooting some scenes and there's a picture and there's a guy with Starro.
Okay, it's okay. It's James Gunn. It's weird.
I would have rather.
See, does this look like a Rocksteady game at all?
No, so it does graphics wise. I mean, with the faces and stuff like that. But I think it's the brightness of like Metropolis and stuff. I still think.
Yes.
I
but-
swear this, like, probably completely not right, but I swear that this game was originally a Superman game. Because,
That would make sense.
well,
yeah.
no. Even the Superman that's in this trailer was the Superman concept art that we got years ago when they were rumoring that that was the Superman game.
Look at that.
It's the same Superman.
King Shark looked rough in that little shot. He looks rough now.
You know, that could have been because Batman v Superman and Justice League flopped.
Yeah.
They were like, we need to course correct. And
I don't know. I mean,
latch on to
I
the
understand
Suicide
it's.
Squad
I
movie.
understand it's hard to make games based on like OP characters.
But I'm saying, I think they just jumped on the Suicide Squad.
I don't know. I just feel like they.
Oh, James Gunn's making a Suicide Squad movie? Let's make a game.
I don't think
What
so.
I'm worried is
I think
this looks too similar. Like all the characters, like they have a form of advanced
right. I do
movement
think,
and a gun.
I think they look the same too.
Right.
And the thing is, you can like swap between them.
It's
apparently.
not co-op.
It is co-op, so you can play co-op or you can play it by yourself and switch between them all,
See, I feel like I'm just watching
like
Overwatch.
Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah, it's like an Overwatch game. It doesn't look DC to be.
And the music is not fitting.
I know. I wish the characters would play different. Like I enjoy that they can all shoot and stuff, but like I would like it more if like King Shark didn't shoot. He just ate people.
Are you
Yeah,
gonna
you
buy
can do
this?
We'll see. I mean, because this is an actual gameplay. This is all
Probably
cinematic.
not.
So
I don't really want it.
I'm not buying it.
I'm.
If the reviews come out and it's like it's really fun and I can convince y'all to get it, then maybe. I feel like we'll still be playing Gotham Knights at that point, though.
We talked about the reasoning for why they wanted to kill Superman. I wish it was just Amanda Waller decided the Justice League needs to be taken out. I wish it was just that, because I mean that makes more sense, or that's more, not more sense, but more just.
Yeah, but would you want to play that game?
Yeah.
I would. I wouldn't want to kill Superman. I want to be Superman.
Mr. The Last of Us 2 is the greatest game ever made.
I never said it was the greatest game ever made. You're pulling that out of your ass. See, that's the same design that was for the concept art like years ago.
I do like this part. That was pretty funny.
I like where he throws the boomerang right here.
Yeah.
It just like knocks his head.
Just a little bonk.
A little bonk on his head. So that's another thing that confused me is this game's coming out in 2022.
2022.
And I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. I was going to say I thought they were both 21, but I guess that makes sense, 2022. And this one's all next gen,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which does not look next gen to me. But
Um,
I think more next gen would be Gotham Knights.
Really, with the lineup, I hope everything is able to be delivered, because 2021 is looking like we're going to get a lot of games.
I gotta say though, like, none of what they showed me was what I wanted. Well, movies, yes.
Yeah,
Movies
the Batman-
are going great.
The Batman Suicide
They're going in
Squad
the best
were good.
direction.
Yeah,
I
they're
think
not. They're not
DC's
trying.
gone.
They're not trying to be the MCU, which is what
Yeah.
they shouldn't do. They should
And
not try to be
AT&T, I feel like, is doing good at making everything good on that DC movie front. So
yeah.
I like that. Compare, what did they have before? Shitty movies. Zack Snyder in charge. Now he's back on the subscription service where he should be. Where he should be. Yeah, do y'all think there's any realm of possibility that we get a Justice League 2?
No.
Even if like,
Well, it depends.
If the
people-
Snyder cut is really well, like,
if people
really,
love
really
it,
well
if
received,
people love
do you
it and
still
it gets
think?
if it gets enough money,
I don't think so.
It
don't
can't
think
get
it's
money. It's on the streaming service.
true.
But if people like really love it, I still
No.
don't think they'll make it.
No.
I still don't think they'll make a Justice League.
They won't.
Think we're just gonna. I was really one
The
thing.
only way that would ever happen is if Kevin Feige worked for Warner Brothers. That's the only way that would
I
happen.
don't think you need Kevin Feige.
You do.
No,
You
you
need Kevin Feige.
But
Obviously.
no. I mean, right now I'm not hyped for anything Marvel.
AT&T is terrible. Oh my god.
You're not hyped for anything Marvel?
Terrible.
Marvel movies, I'm good.
Yeah.
If they never made another Marvel movie, I'd be okay. Maybe Spider-Man. Spider-Man's the only thing I'm hyped for, but that's Sony.
You're hyped for everything, Sony.
Well, I mean, movie-wise with the Marvel
you're
universe
not
right
wrong.
now, yes. I mean, what else am I got that be hyped for in the Marvel universe?
The Fantastic Four.
Black Widow.
Maybe.
The X-Men.
I'm not really that hyped for Black Widow.
Yeah.
X-Men.
X-Men is a possibility now. If they announce me some more X-Men movies and they're like, hey, Hugh Jackman's coming back and Deadpool's coming back,
Either the next or the one after Avengers movie is gonna have Galactus in it. It has to.
what about Kang the Conqueror?
Oh no, thanks.
But
Yeah.
he time travels.
I
and
mean, it
stuff,
is
so
really-
that means Tony
Give
and
me
Cap can come back.
Galactus.
That is the question with
If it's Kang, though,
that's
Cap and Tony can come back.
That's a question with the MCU, though. They've already done the universe threat. They've already beat that. And, I mean, if they just keep doing that,
So what do you want?
it's just
then?
going to be
Dr.
boring.
Doom?
No, they just need to. They need to
Doom. We do
scale
need
it.
Doom,
They
though.
need to scale it down. Not every story needs to be a
No,
save
that's
the universe
that's not
story.
what I'm saying. That's why I said either this one or the next one should be Galactus.
Yeah.
But that would be sick.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. These Marvel characters are now OP. Now we got Eternal people
They're-
and
we're gonna-
gods.
Well, they.
I am hyped for Eternals. I think
I'm
that'll
not.
be good. I think it'll be
It's
good.
okay. All right, well, that was the ChimiComics cast. I hope you enjoyed this cast. Please give us a like. Please subscribe to our channel. Please subscribe to us on podcast apps, which I haven't updated in a long time, but I need
Yeah,
to.
this cast was
Uh,
not good for audio listeners only because we actually watched stuff and talked about it.
We talked during most of them.
Yeah, true.
It'll be all right.
But still.
You
Like
love
and
us.
subscribe.
You love us. Okay, please do all that stuff that Wyatt just said, and
Comment.
have a great day.
Don't dislike.